So, back on Dantooine. Found the last of our Mandalorians. You got their commander in that nice red armour there. A couple of Duros, a couple of Standard Mandos. Juhani is over there. We're going to go to her next because I've double checked the persuade system. It's not an absolute success or fail based on your level. It's chances. Ideally, for 100% chance of passing hard checks at my level, I should have persuade skill 16. I've only got 11. I can't remember if she's a hard check or not. If she's a hard check, it's going to take me a lot of time to get through it, just from random chance. The problem is, this is basically the last thing I've got right now that I can level on until I've dealt with Juhani on Dantooine. This and possibly hand it in for extra XP, but I don't think that's going to make up the 7,000 I need to get another level and get more points in Persuade. And there isn't really a respec option in this game. Hey, let's see how we go.
Ah, so this is the meddler. You have caused us far too much trouble for a mere Jedi.
Now this is what I've been waiting for.
I will add your head to those of the other Jedi I have killed, and take yet another lightsaber for my own. Now you will know why the Mandalorians are feared.
Right. So, start off with frag grenade, canvas, frag grenade, adhesive grenade.
What? Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Clear off the other guys first.
Yes?
Ow, and I'm down. Clear off. Being hit quite hard. It's our tanking.
Yeah?
And see, why do you keep use
What?
your advanced attacks? Now, in case you're wondering why I'm kiting, notice Candra's has a passive health regen on main tick.
This is gonna be good.
No. And there is the mine targeting issue again. And he's immune to the stun. There we go. Not the easiest fight. And look, we have two lightsabers, a blue and a red. Problem is, they're both standard lightsabers. Which means if I use which means that they aren't balanced weapons, which means if I put one in the offhand, I'm getting the penalty for not using a balanced weapon. So
What?
for example, hang on, top everyone's health up quickly. Actually, what I'm talking about. So, see, +2, +0 to hit if using the offhand. This, you'll notice. So I'm not getting my bonus to hit, basically. I can do it, it's only +8, +9 instead of +10, +11. Again, obviously, I don't want... Of course, the thing is, I don't want two one-handed. I want a double-handed. A double-bladed, even. Let's go this way. It does look better than having the sword. Though you can see the model is clipping incorrectly on that hand. Debate what crystal colour. Yeah. In fact, I got another yellow, so I'll swap it out so they're both yellow for now. Tried Yarny before, hang back. I don't think I'll get 5,000 XP off that.
What is it you want? Why do you bother me? I have fallen, and dark power courses through my veins. I can never go back to the council, so here I shall stay. Talk. You who have beaten me so easily just want to talk? I do not believe it. Kill me now while you still have the power. Not anger, peace. Yet even with your naive attitude, you managed to beat me. I am pathetic. I sit here and think myself to be great by embracing the dark side, but I am nothing. There is no way I could be turned back. I always thought they held me back, or jealous of my power. This is only because I was not good enough to meet their standards. I never have been. Why? Because I do not... Talk. Not I am. I always... I seem to still have much to learn. Both about being a Jedi and about myself. But I wish the cost of my ignorance had not been so high. I wish that my master had not suffered because of me. If she were alive now, there would be so much I would say to her. So much I would apologize for. How can the council ever take me back with what I have done? Striking my master down in anger is unforgivable. If I show them I am free of passion, that I am serene, that I am willing to forsake the dark side, and maybe, just maybe, they would accept me back. Do you think they would? Could it be possible after what I have done? I thank you, Master Jedi. I will return to the council then. I shall submit myself to their judgment and hope they will forgive me. Again, I thank you. I am sure I will hear great things about you in the future.
Yeah, and it just occurred to me as I started that, wait, I must have been able to do this with far less persuade skills previously. But I would have done this old soldier who didn't even get the points to get persuade as a cross-class skill. And of course, as I've just said, you don't need persuade, you just need to select the right options. Which I then fucked up the first time round. Yeah, some armour upgrade, I'll do a couple of med kits. Right. Yeah, we're back to the Enclave. Go hand in those. Oh, I've got the droid return quest as well to hand in. Actually, before we do that, I'll swap this party out and get that lightsaber crystal changed. I'm not going to put any bonus crystals in there for now because I'm not going to be using this one. I'll leave that one red to indicate that I do intend to sell that one. It's fully upgraded. Needs his mesh underlay. Gives out our missions vibe loads, that's a more upgraded one. let's take mission T3. I forgot to give out about missions by row, but we'll sort that in a second.
Hey there, what can I do for you? I'm sorry for the way I acted before. It's just that when it comes to Lena, I tend to get a little worked up. My brother and me had a good thing going. Sure, Griff had his run-ins with the law on Terrace, but we got by okay, until Lena came and ruined everything. She was a dancer at the cantina where my brother used to go play Pazic. Griff could be a real smooth talker, and it wasn't long before the two of them were dating. But Lena was used to dating rich Teresian nobles, guys with mountains of credits. Griff could never give her the lifestyle she was used to, no matter how hard he worked. I thought Lena would brush Griff off when she saw how poor he was, but for some reason, she stuck around. I guess she saw the potential for a big payday down the road. I saw Lena for what she really was, a busty, credit-grubbing cantina rat. She used Griff and took away the only family I had. After they'd been together for a few months, Griff told me he was leaving Terrace. He and Lena were gonna try and make their fortune off-world. He promised as soon as he made enough credits he'd come back and get me, and we'd all live like royalty. That was 2 years ago. I haven't seen him since. I don't even know where he went. Oh, I know what happened. As soon as she got him off Terrace, Lena sunk her claws into Griff butt good. She twisted him around her little finger and made him forget all about me. I know I'll probably never see Griff again. But part of the reason I came with you was the hope that I could find out what happened to my brother. Don't worry. I won't let the search for Griff get in the way of what we're doing. Let's just get back to the task at hand. Is there anything else I can help you with? Okay, have it your way.
Yeah, there's some deep-seated family problems back there.
Have you found the Mandalorian? Thank you, young master. Here is the reward I promised you. No, please take it. This pitiful amount will never be enough for what you have done for me. Again, I thank you. I will be sure to tell the council of your great deed.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I don't know what I would have done if I had lost him. It's just so great to have him back. We're just gonna go right home, right now, and celebrate. Aren't we, my lovely little droid? Don't worry. I'm gonna hug you and oil you and care for you and make sure you never, ever get away again.
What have I done? That poor, poor droid. No, you can't talk to him.
I must give you my thanks. Because of you, I am once again welcome within the Jedi Order. I have spoken to the Council, and they have helped me see the truth about myself, and the truth of my actions. KOTOR's injuries were not so severe as I first believed. I was foolish to believe I could harm a master such as she with my clumsy efforts. The fierce confrontation between us was nothing more than part of my training. KOTOR wanted me to understand the threat of the dark side, to see how easy it was to fall from the path of light. After our last battle, KOTOR had nothing left to teach me. I needed time alone to explore the turmoil of my own spirit. Only then was I ready to follow a guide. You. Back to the light. When I left, KOTOR knew her work with me was done. There are other disciples who need training throughout the galaxy, and she could not stay to see if I passed this most difficult trial. With your help, I have passed this difficult trial. The Council now feels I am ready to continue with my training, though they have asked me to wait here for the time being.
Hey, I'm glad to see you're not getting hung up on all this. The past is in the past, you know?
I do not know what the Council has in store for me.
What were we talking about in this
I will
our mission?
trust in the Force and the way of the Jedi to help me through whatever is to come.
Oh, wrong way. Need to go speak to Zar.
You have done well, my pupil. The ancient grove has been purified, and Juhani's journey down the dark path has been halted. Because of you, she walks once more in the light. But though she was saved, do not dismiss what happened to her. Juhani is both dedicated and true to the ideals of the Order, yet she was still vulnerable to the dark side. As are we all. She struck her master in anger during her training, and injured her greatly. But it was Quatra's choice to test Juhani this way, and it seems to have made its point. Juhani has been redeemed, and you have passed your final test. Congratulations, apprentice. Or should I say, congratulations, Padawan. You have proven yourself worthy of joining the Jedi. Let me be the first to welcome you as a full-fledged member of our Order.
What was that item I just received? Oh yes, the robes. I won't be putting on now because I haven't got a force powers restricted by my light armor. There's none that I need to speak to him.
It is good to see Juhani has returned to the way of the light. You are to be commended for your role in this. Your actions give us great hope for the future. Your training is now complete, Padawan. And perhaps now, it is time we dealt with the matter of the dream you and Bastila shared. When we heard of the ruins in your dreams, Master Dorak recognized it as one of a series of ancient structures here on Dantooine. This one in particular lies to the east of this enclave. We sent a Jedi to investigate, but he has not returned. Perhaps sending him in the first place was a mistake. The Force is guiding you through your visions. It may be that exploring the ruins is a task tied to your destiny. That is why the Council has now decided you should be the one to investigate this. The secrets to stopping Malak may be hidden within those ruins. You must investigate them and find what Revan and Malak were looking for. Be sure to bring Bastila with you. There is a powerful link between you, and you will need to draw strength from each other during the trials ahead.
Let's take T3.
I demand justice! The Central family is a blight upon Dantooine. They must be punished.
The Council will look into this matter, Mr. Matale. You must be patient. Your accusations have no proof, and we do not want you stirring up trouble with the Sandrals if there is some mistake.
Mistake? My son Shen is missing. How can there be any doubt the Sandrels are to blame?
There are other possible explanations for your son's disappearance.
Ah, you Jedi are good for nothing but talk. I shall only wait so long before I take action on my own.
As dangerous as the threat from Darth Malak and the Sith may be, we Jedi cannot simply abandon our other responsibilities. The Council has promised Alan Matali we will look into his son's disappearance. Should you have time, Padawan, you may want to investigate this matter.
If Shen Matali is not returned to his father, it may ignite a savage and bloody feud between the Matali and Sandral estates. We must not allow that to happen.
Your study and training are important, of course. But the Jedi are not a cloistered order. Our influence and teachings must spread beyond the walls of our academies.
It is in the real world that we truly prove ourselves worthy of the title Jedi. You would do well to remember this, young Padawan.
The task has its own importance. It may also serve to divert our minds for a short time. Something which carries its own rewards.
Right. Now, actually, while we're here, we can put those extra crystals in Bastard's lightsaber. Okay. We'll do the missing person first, and that will wrap this episode, I think.
What can I do?
See, how they sometimes fall behind like that, I don't know.
What?
This is private property. You have come from the Jedi Council. Master Matali wishes to speak with you. I will inform him that you are here. Remain at this location until he arrives.
Well, this isn't a worrying hostile greeting of any kind, is it? 5 armed battle droids.
My protocol droid tells me you are here on behalf of the Council.
Yeah, that's a protocol droid, is it?
Beginning to think my demands had been ignored. though I think your time would be better spent interrogating the Sandrels as to the whereabouts of my son Shen. I have already told my story to the Council. Why did they not inform you of my circumstances? I did not expect such incompetence from the Jedi, but I shall repeat the tale once more. Many years ago, I brought my family here to Dantooine to escape the crush of humanity on the core worlds. Soon after we settled here, the Sandrels arrived, and they have been a plague upon my house ever since. The injustices the Sandrels have committed against the Matales are far too numerous to name. But the Council is well aware of our many disputes. Recently, I discovered several Sandrel droids trespassing on my land. I have no idea what nefarious purpose lay behind their arrival. My own assassination, perhaps? Destruction of my property? Maybe a simple spy mission. I wasn't about to find out. My own security droids destroyed the invaders. Not a single one survived. It was shortly after this incident that Shen, my only son and heir to the Matali estate, vanished. Obviously, Nurik, the unscrupulous head of the Sandrel clan, has abducted my son in retaliation for the destruction of his droids. The only resolution possible is the immediate return of my son. Why does the Council insist on stalling? The life of my son is at stake. Is it possible? Yes, of course. Now I understand. I am a man of the world, Jedi. I know how things are done. I will make a contribution of 1,000 credits to the Council in exchange for rescuing Shen from the Sandrels. I will present the credits directly to you, of course. Whether the Council ever learns of this donation is completely up to you. Nevertheless, my offer still stands. 1,000 credits for Shen's safe return. Know, however, that I will not sit idly by much longer. Eventually, I will take whatever action is necessary to rescue my son, including razing the entire Sandrel estate. Until you find Shen, Jedi, we have nothing further to discuss. I suggest you hurry south to their estate, lest I take matters into my own hands.
Well, that was pleasant. Half south is over this way.
Let's make this quick.
Now, here's the thing. That body wasn't there when we came through earlier, was it? And it's that. Oh, hello. We found the body of Cassius Sandrel on the Matali estate, and it wasn't here earlier. But at the same time, it looks like he was mauled to death by calf hounds. So, got some decent light armour there, but not really better than this. Another vibrant headband. And a Chani shield. And the diary. So that's not suspicious at all. He's just mysteriously turned up dead on the rival family's estate and was left by cat hounds. Now you might be wondering why I haven't doubled back to speak to the guy. I did before, you don't get any other options. I did look this, didn't I? Yeah.
This is private property. By what authority are you trespassing on this estate? The council. If you are here because of Shen Matale's disappearance, you are wasting your time. The Sandals are not involved. This is nothing but a Matale witch hunt. Cassus is dead. Then it is as we feared. You should speak to Nurek yourself. He will want to question you on the details of his son's death. Nurek left orders he was not to be disturbed, but given the circumstances, I will make an exception. Go into the main hall. Nurek will meet with you there.
I have been informed by my protocol droid that you have news about my son Cassus. Cassus is dead? I was afraid of this. Yet in my heart I knew it must be true. What happened to my son? Cath hounds? I was so certain the Matale family was to blame. But this changes nothing. My own son is dead. Why should I shed one tear about the disappearance of my bitter enemy's son?
Typical. Anything to continue the feud which has become so customary to you people.
I must ask you something, though it is difficult for me. My son had a diary, his private, personal thoughts. Now that he is gone, I have nothing else to remember him by. Please, the diary means more to me than it ever could to you. I will give you 100 credits for its return. I thank you for this. The diary is all I have left of my son. We have nothing further to discuss. Please, leave me to my grief.
You are here from the council, are you not? Looking for Shen Matale? My name is Rahasia. Nurek is my father. He has not been himself since Cassus disappeared. He is mad with grief, and he is convinced the Matales are responsible. He's not thinking rationally. Cassus is dead? It is as I feared. Though I'm relieved the Matales are not responsible. My father is a good man. When my mother died, he raised me and my brother by himself. He loves his children, and we love him. I just don't want you to judge him too harshly. You must understand that Father has been under a terrible strain. I have no wish to disobey him, but there are matters where even my father's authority is not absolute. My father has kidnapped Shen Matale. He is holding him prisoner here in the compound. He feels this is a way to get back at the Matales, a way to get even for the disappearance of my brother Cassius.
I see. Well, there is the answer we seek. The Jedi Council should be informed of this at once.
No. Since Cassius went missing, my father has become unstable. He might hurt him if you do that. He no longer even cares if the Matales are responsible for what happened to Cassius. I am afraid my father will simply kill Shen out of a mad, misguided lust for vengeance. Shen is an innocent victim in all this. My father is not a bad man, but his grief has driven him to madness. He must be stopped. Please, find Shen and rescue him before my father does something he will regret forever. I would take you to the prison, but I cannot let my father see me with you. Take this key. It will open an unguarded door at the rear of the estate. You and Shen can make your escape through there. There are many security droids guarding the halls. Please hurry. You are Shen's only hope. Please find Shen and free him. You are my only hope.
Well, this got complicated quickly. Unguarded door, you say? Oh. Don't let it try and pass past people, that doesn't work.
Yes?
Who's got what computers? 21. 10. Yes, I'm clearing out the security droids. Enough, I'm trying to do a prison break. I'd like to get rid of some of the security droids. Holding so. Let's do this properly this time. Really?
Yes?
Who are you? Rescue me? No. I won't leave. It's too dangerous. It's not my own safety I'm concerned about. I'm worried about the fate of Nurik's daughter, Rahasia. She's been trying to convince her father to release me ever since I was captured. If I escape, Nurik will think Rahasia is to blame. Nurik is insane with grief over the loss of his son, Cassus. If I leave with you, it is Rahasia who will suffer. I cannot allow that. If you can convince Rahasia to escape with us, I will accompany you. Though I do not know if she'd be willing to turn her back on her home and family. Who could imagine a Sandral doing such a thing for the sake of a Matali? But if she will not go, then I too shall stay. I would rather face my own death than have her face her father's wrath because I escaped. My father thinks the Sandrals are thieves and liars who followed him here to Dantooine just to steal what he has earned for himself. My father is an egotist and can be violent at times, but I think he still cares for me. Rahasia's father seems to be falling into the same pattern as mine. They're both too unreasonable to be talked to about the other. I think the only hope Rahasia and I will ever have is if we can escape both of them. Please, find Rahasia and speak to her. Get her to flee this place with me.
Where have I heard this story before? I'm certain there's some classic literature here on Earth that addresses it. Now, unfortunately, her room isn't labelled on the map. Oh, right. There was a prison key in case you didn't bring someone with security. There she is.
What are you doing here? Shen can be so stubborn sometimes. If one of the security droids sees me wandering the halls, Father will get suspicious. I can't risk it. But I know Shen would rather die than leave me here alone to face the wrath of my father. Tell Shen I will meet you outside the gates. I will wait as long as I can, but you must hurry.
That done. We have to get back round to where he is.
You're back. I pray she is not just telling me what I want to hear, but I will have to take that chance. Hurry then, we must not keep Rahasia waiting.
Shen, you're safe.
Rahasia! Oh, thank goodness you managed to escape.
It was all thanks to this kind Jedi that we managed to get this far at all. I thank you, Jedi, for all that you have done for us. You're right, we should go as fast as we can. I don't know how long it will be before my father realizes we're gone.
You're right, we should.
There you are, Shen.
Father!
Mr. Matale.
Rahasia!
Father!
Mr. Sandral!
Nurik! Alan! I knew this was all your doing. I knew you had captured my son.
You had taken my Cassus from me long before that. You started it.
I don't want to hear any of your excuses. Now I will get revenge for your transgressions.
Option 3 is very, very tempting here. And, I mean, they've got 2 battle droids each, plus their own blasters, versus 2 Jedi and a highly skilled technical droid. I'm not sure this would go their way if number 2 was an option.
Please
Let's
listen
try
to him,
one.
Father.
Why should I listen to the Jedi? All you want is to remain with that Sandral harlot.
My daughter is not a harlot, Matale dog! We are trying to be reasonable here, of course. We are sensible people, after all. But our children are being so stubborn.
If Shen would just understand that he has to do what I want, this would all be solved easily. But he is my son. I don't want to lose him.
And I won't let my daughter go with him. My little Rahasia.
Father!
I don't know why we fight like this. We got along in the beginning, didn't we, Alan?
I don't know how you can think of that when we have our children trying to go away together.
Well, it wouldn't be so bad, would it? Shen seems to genuinely care for my Rahasia. He might be a good husband for her someday.
As much as I may dislike it, I think I see it too. I suppose I might be convinced to see that Sandral girl with my son, if she is loyal to him. But I don't trust you a centimeter farther, old man. Your daughter may treat Shen well, but you will never see them. They will live with me.
Of course not, you pompous old windbag. They'll be living with me.
It was going so well.
I will not have them set foot in a Sandral household.
They shall not live with the Matales.
Then you propose to buy us a new house, do you?
Oh, well, yes, actually, that sounds like a good idea.
I'm surprised. That does sound like a good idea.
We should discuss this more.
Thank you, Master Jedi, for bringing us together and getting our parents to accept us.
We will praise you to the Council for what you have done and name our children after you.
Thank
Please
you again.
don't.
We will remember you always.
I think that's the first time I've actually managed to get that to resolve without me having to threaten to beat them both up if they try shooting anyone. Oh well. You get to see that for the first time as well as me. Family feuds. Right, I'll hand that in and do the ruins next time. That's enough for this episode. I need a break from family feuds. Goodbye.